And good afternoon.
Hi, welcome. So glad to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful day here in South Florida.
I got rain over here.
I hear you.
It's okay. Let me introduce you, my heart healer. Our heart healer who reminds us to say I love you, thank you, forgive me, and I'm sorry on a daily basis. I find myself saying that to me all day long myself in the bathroom or in the car, and as I get a little frustrated, to just go back to center. So thank you for and putting that in my brain as we're all being challenged. Eileen is a conscious channel, a Akashic record reader, a medical intuitive, a radio show host, a speaker, and an author. She combines over 50 years in nursing and 25 years in vibrational healing to create a holistic approach to clearing energy blocks and promoting healing. She helps an international clientele of heart-centered individuals and entrepreneurs who struggle with fears, self-sabotaging negative thoughts, or behaviors and self-worth issues to experience inner peace and self-confidence, empowerment, and clarity about their soul purpose. She's certified as a healing touch practitioner, medical intuitive, and quantum practitioner, practitioner. So when you enjoy the benefits of working with an experienced facilitator who's served over thousands of clients just like you, and you're ready to clear your root cause for virtually any issue, including childhood trauma, PSD, and stress disorder, now is your time to say, I love you, thank you, forgive me, and I'm sorry. But today she's going to be talking to us about essential oils, Mother's Nature's gift for promoting health and wellness. She's going to share 5 powerful holistic approaches to create a healthy immune system for everyone in the family, including an essential oil to support you in creating balance in your body, mind, emotions, and spirit. She's in room number 18. She'll be leaving after this lecture. She'll be back at 5:30 to 9. And she's going to be doing free Ho'oponopono clearing statements in her room. And her door prize is 1 hour Akashic record readings and aromatherapy assessment valued over 300. So, Eileen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It is my absolute joy to be here today. Um, I always find a way to bring Ho'oponopono into the conversation. So we're going to approach utilizing essential oils to support our immune system, and we're going to approach it from the holistic perspective. And so the true holistic model honors that we are physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, energetic. And so I'm going to offer a little bit of wisdom about each one and how they all can affect in a negative way or enhance in a beneficial way the status of your immune system and those that you live with, your family, your friends, your clients, etc., your animal friends as well, because it's all the same, right? Okay, so a little bit about me. I just wanted to share briefly. So picture this, if you will. I'm about 7 years old, maybe younger, and it's Halloween. And my costume is the little nurse's uniform. Little white sneakers, little white uniform, the cap, the fake stethoscope and little medicine bag, and the little thing of the little container of medicine. It's obviously little candies, right? That was me. That's who I am. I've been a nurse for over 50 years. Not all clinical nursing, but that's how I started my career. And so I've always wanted to and felt guided to serve in some way. And what I love about being a nurse is that there are so many different ways of expressing that empowering, health-oriented way of being that can be in service to so many in so many wonderful ways. I feel so blessed to have chosen this profession, or shall I say, it chose me, right? My mom and sister are both nurses as well, so we kind of came by it very naturally. And as I said, I'm very grateful. So For those of you that are knowledgeable about essential oils, if you could mention in the chat, how many of you are used to using essential oils? You've been using them forever. You love them. Tell me your thoughts and I'll pop in and look at that from time to time. I have used essential oils for over 20 years. And what I love about them is that they are nature's gift in the most beautiful way, and that there are a plethora of ways to use them, both whether you apply them topically, whether you ingest them orally, or whether you diffuse them and smell them, right? There are so many different ways of using them, and there are hundreds of oils that have been discovered since way back in the time of the ancient Egyptians. And these essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant. And so they function very similarly when we expose them to our bodies and to our person. They will go to the place, whether we smell them, apply them topically, or ingest them, they will find their most familiar environment in the body, and that's our bloodstream. And so within moments, the blood is flowing the essence of these oils throughout our bodies. And so what that speaks to is the value and importance of being very clear about the kind of oils that you're using. And so you want to vet the company that you purchase them from and make sure that they are unadulterated and that they are exactly what they are supposed to be and not toxic, and they're not a perfume, that they are truly the essential oil that is the lifeblood of a plant. Sheri, thank you. You love to use your oils daily. I am the same way. And Alex, thank you so much. Your first one was lavender. I love that. Okay, very nice. Thank you for sharing. My favorite oil is actually frankincense. Either the regular frankincense or sacred frankincense. I love both of them, and they are a daily use, but I use them all the time as well, just like you do, Sheri. Okay, so let's talk about 5 approaches or powerful keys to using essential oils to promote a healthy immune system, and some other holistic remedies as well. So let's look at, from the physical perspective, what are some things you can do to enhance your immune system? We can be very conscious of our hydration, the water that we drink, the quality of that water. Our bodies are mostly water. It needs to have a certain amount of water every day. And there are many different philosophies. I definitely believe in the one that says we should drink half our body weight in ounces of water per day, but not all at one time, throughout the day, so that your body can actually assimilate the water and get it into the cell so that it can utilize it as it is needed. So hydration. And alkalinity is another one. The body craves to be in an alkaline or a balanced alkaline state. What that means is that disease or dis-ease of any kind of disease can only thrive in an acidic environment. And we all know what it feels like to be too acidic, and that is our joints hurt. We get infections a lot. We don't sleep well. Acidity makes our bodies just not function well at all. But the most important ingredient that alkalinity provides is that infectious diseases, like what we're experiencing with COVID, are definitely more comfortable in an acidic environment. And so whatever we can do, and I say balanced alkalinity, we don't want to go all the way to one extreme or another. Most of us live at an extreme state of acidity. And there are different test tapes that you can buy at the health food store or online where you can test your urine or your saliva to see where you are in that spectrum of acid and alkalinity. And you want to be in the middle. You'll see that most scales are pale yellow for very acidic, very dark blue-green for alkaline. You want to be in the middle and a little bit more towards the alkaline side. And how do you do that? Well, there are different types of waters that promote alkalinity, but for me, it's anything that's green. Anything that's green promotes an alkaline interior. Stay away from acid, things that taste acidy, your red tomatoes, your citruses. In any extreme, nothing is good for you. So a balance. Anything that feels acidic when you taste it will turn acidic in the body, right? So anything green, your herbs, your green vegetables, your avocado, wonderful on so many levels. These are the types of foods that you want to definitely incorporate into your body. And from an essential oil perspective, a drop of lemon oil, even though it's a citrus, lemon or lime oil or a little bit of each in your water, or the juice of lemon or the juice of lime, preferably organic, will enhance your alkalinity in your body. It turns alkaline once it's in the body, even though it is acidic outside the body. Okay. Sunlight, activity, sleep, rest, fun. These are all parts of who we are being on the physical level that will help us to support our immune systems. And the medications that we take, we need to find ways to balance when we are on medications that bring our bodies out of balance but address a symptom, which is very common with the way allopathic medicine or traditional medicine approaches supporting us. But finding that balance with the holistic as well as the allopathic, when that's the path that we choose, is the ideal way to approach immune balance, health, and well-being. Okay, so some oils that you might consider for the physical. As Alex said, lavender. It's a great stress reducer. It's what we refer to as a oh, my brain just went. So I'm going to go to a different one. Peace and calming is another one that helps to release stress. It helps to go to sleep at night. A couple of drops in the diffuser really helps to be very calming, as in the name. And lavender is an adaptogen. I knew it would come back, right? An adaptogen is something that helps us to adapt to various situations. An adaptogen like lavender helps us to not only adapt on a cellular level to different changes, but it also assists us in adapting to life circumstances in a broader way. Right. We can't really talk about, Alex has mentioned a use of it in the chat. Because I represent Young Living Essential Oils, we are not, because of FDA rules and regulations, able to speak to different symptoms or disease process unless an essential oil has been approved for that use. So the best I can say to you is that the different oils that I'm going to talk about today help to promote balance in different systems in the body. So lemon and lime help to produce balance in that alkalinity that our body strives to maintain, okay? Okay, so for the immune system, also oregano as a single oil, or the blend thieves, as in a robber, thieves. I can go into that and at more in depth during Q&A tonight. If you have questions, put them in the chat. I'll check back to see them, or reach out to me individually, or spend some time with me in my room. There's a lot of information that I can share about essential oils, and not in 30 minutes. So I'm just going to touch on a few things. But thieves and oregano are great for supporting and boosting the immune system. And it helps us then to address when we are in the presence of infectious agents like COVID, etc. But the focus is boosting and supporting the immune system. Okay, emotional balance. I don't know about you, but this is a very stressful time. And the last 10 days have really brought a lot of people to their knees, including me from time to time. It's been very challenging, especially for those of us that are empathic. And many of the people coming to this event do experience that. And so essential oils work in the limbic system of the brain, which is our feeling center. So when we inhale essences, they can be very effective in supporting our emotional health and well-being. And there are one category of oils that I highly recommend are the citrus oils. Citrus oils of any kind are happy oils. And I am going to sneeze. Hold on. Hopefully not. Any citrus oil, orange, lime, lemon, bergamot, grapefruit, whatever smell feels good to you and makes you feel happy is good to put in your diffuser, or you can do a combination of them. Or Young Living has a blend called Citrus Fresh, which also has a little bit of spearmint in it, along with a bunch of different citrus oils. Happy oils raise our emotional well-being. And when our emotional well-being is elevated, it brings us into a much better state of being to address and deal with anything that comes up that can be a source of stress, no matter what type of stress it can be. Okay, Valor is another oil that I love so much. It is a blend that for me is grounding. It helps to address low vibrational emotions, the ones that don't feel good. And it really supports that emotional health and well-being as a result. So Valor and any citrus oils are happy oils, or Valor is an oil that helps to elevate our emotional health and well-being. Being mindful, being aware of the emotions that we're having are also something that you want to focus on. Because when you have the awareness that you're not okay, then you can consciously choose, which to me is our superhuman power, conscious choice, how you are going to address it with whatever holistic remedy feels good to you. And there are many of them. Deep breathing, as Carol did with her presentation and her meditation, being able to breathe and be focused on our breath, grounding to the earth, using essential oils, meditating. So many ways are we able to bring our emotions into balance, as well as saying the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Or just I love you repeatedly, or just thank you to anything that doesn't feel good, physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. It doesn't matter what it is. We get to engage in it, which means we ask questions about it and try and figure it out, or we give up the need to engage. And we simply keep clearing whatever it is identified as a problem or a source of suffering for us on any level. Let's move up to the mental level, to our thoughts, our mental well-being. So this is where our beliefs come into play. This is where our language helps to create our reality. Our mind, sometimes the Buddhists refer to the mind as monkey mind, is designed to do one thing: to think, to process thoughts 24/7, whether we like it or not. So there are many tools that help us to be more present, more mindful, so that we can then make those conscious choices to create more peace of mind, more calmness in the way that that monkey mind can be, to bring it to center. To me, heart breath is one of the easiest tools, where you just breathe with a focused breath into and out of the heart center. It'll raise your vibration immediately. and it brings all your organ systems into balance with the vibration of your heart center, which is the vibration of love. Clarity is an oil blend that is wonderful for getting your mind to just simply come to center, where you can then sit and be creative or get clear thoughts about whatever you are in the middle of that you were feeling chaotic thoughts about. So anything that brings us to center is always a wonderful tool to assist in clarity of thought. 2 other oils that you might consider are lemon oil or peppermint oil. Peppermint oil and lemon oil are really wonderful for enhancing our ability to remember, and they also help us to be present, to get that presence of mind that gives us the clear thought. All right. But I really do love the blend clarity as well. I find that that just brings me right to where I need to be when I want to sit down and be thoughtful or be creative about anything, especially computer work. Okay. Spiritual, moving up to the spiritual level, right? Meditation, prayer. These are our 2 greatest tools. Yoga, meditation in motion like Tai Chi. These are all wonderful tools that help us to refocus mind so that it will be quiet, and we can then create our ability to connect to our source as we define it to be. And that's a very personal definition, one that if you are not clear what it is to you, that I invite you to explore. Because that belief, whatever it is, that is your belief about that which you are from, where you have come from, that which you are a part of that is more than this body. The more you are connected to that, the easier it is to be here in this body. Because it is so challenging at times with the physicality, our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, our emotions that run the whole spectrum of ones that feel wonderful to ones that don't. The thoughts that are life affirming to the ones that are not. It is an interesting experience being in the body with ego, mind, personality. How do you balance all of that? Well, meditation and prayerfulness helps tremendously. And the oils that I love to use for that are the frankincense or the sacred frankincense. Or if you're in the creative process and you wish to connect with that part of you, your soul essence, where your wisdom flows from, then utilizing essential oils like frankincense or sacred frankincense are very helpful because they raise your vibration, and the focus is more on those higher chakras, the ones that connect you to the wisdom that is yours. And we all have access to that. It is not unique to a selective few. It's the nature of who we are. And so, Ho'oponopono is the ancient Hawaiian process for problem solving that at one time was a facilitated process, and now self-identity through Ho'oponopono is all about recognizing that whatever we see on the outside is just a mirror of what is within. But the beauty of this is that we have no idea how we create all that we manifest. And the more we don't engage in it and we simply recognize and accept with trust and faith that it's just the way it works, then we don't need to engage in it. And we can make it simple and simply continue to do the clearing process. And the clearing process is simply saying to whatever the memories are in me that are coming from our subconscious mind, that are the cause for, you fill in the blank, whatever the problem or suffering or issue is that you're currently identifying on any and all levels, that I am to atone for if it's something outside of you. If it isn't, you don't need to say that part of it. And then you add, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, in any order that you want. Or just I love you, or just thank you repeatedly. If you can adopt it as a way of being, your benefits are exponentially expanded. For me, this helps with anything physical. I started having a back issue before we started the show today. And all I kept saying was, no, this is not a good idea. This is not good timing. That's my left brain judging it, right? But then all I kept saying was, to whatever is the cause of this back issue, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, God, for clearing it all. God, divine creator, by whatever name you refer to it. And as I was getting ready, as I was drying my hair, as I was getting dressed, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. To whatever the cause for this pain is, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And here I am. And that pain is gone, and I'm very grateful. And you can do this too. It's so simple, and we can teach this to our children. It's a gift that keeps on giving. It can be used for everything and anything that we identify as a problem. Make it simple. Being, engaging. Being, engaging. When we engage, we make more of whatever the problem is. If we are being, then we can be in this place of conscious heart connection effortlessly and consciously choose to do the Ho'oponopono or whatever other tool you feel speaks to you to clear whatever the issue is and begin again. The more we clear, the more peaceful it is in this human experience. So if you would like some Ho'oponopono clearing statements for yourself, personalized to what your needs are, come chat with me in my room. I'll be in room 18. I'm going to hang till around 2:30 today, and then I will be back at, I think it was 5:30 tonight. And so if you would like to come visit me for a little bit between now and 2:30, please let the Zoom engineer know, and he will move you into my room. And I will be in room 18.
Questions.
Pardon?
We have some questions before you.
I need to ask Sheri if we have time for that. You're muted, Sheri.
I'm sorry. We kind of do have a little time because we just had a cancellation the ladies canceled at 4 o'clock, so we just had a little bit more flexibility now. I know we can stay on schedule, but we can answer a couple of questions. We have play.
I'm happy to do that. Okay, so let me look in the chat. Hold on. Okay. What is the best company to purchase the oils? Deborah, that's a great question. I personally love Young Living essential oils. If you want information about that, you can go to ilenegottlieb.com or schedule time with me separate from today, or come for a visit and I can chat with you. But to me, the best companies are the ones that you vet for being the cleanest. And what I love about Young Living as a world leader in essential oils is that they test every oil for its chemical constituency. So if there's anything adulterated in it that has happened as a result of the growing process and gleaning process, we don't market it. It doesn't get put in our products. So it's one of the reasons why I've stayed with this company for so many years, is because I trust it. And it's their seed to seal process. But I invite you to vet, do your research, do your homework, and whatever you feel guided to is your best choice. You want the cleanest oils because, as I said in the beginning, they will automatically find within minutes their home in the body, whether you breathe it in, ingest it, or apply it topically, depending upon the oil that you're using. It will immediately, within minutes, find your bloodstream because it is molecularly most compatible with that part of the human body. So be conscious in your choice, whatever it is that you decide. I hope that that answered your question. Okay. Are there any oils that you can consume for better health and well-being, or are the oils only for aromatherapy? Aromatherapy, Judith, I assume you mean inhalation or diffusion. There is a wonderful book that is published by, and I gift this to anyone that purchases a starter kit, a premium starter kit with Young Living, if they enroll. The Essential Oils Desk Reference packet version, or they have a larger version, and it's published by Life Science Publishing. Discover LSP.com is their website. And there is an app now for the Essential Oils Desk Reference that is fairly inexpensive and has all of the content of the pocket version book. And so you'll be able to see there which oils are appropriate for internal use, which oils are appropriate for topical, which ones are appropriate for ingestion, and not all of them are used the same way. I hope that that makes sense to you. But feel free to ask more questions. Come and visit. Donna Reyna, you had a question. Did you want to ask it or type it? Are you still here in the main room?
Donna, let's unmute you.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can.
Oh, great. I typed it, but I'll ask it since you can hear me.
Okay.
Which is, what oils would you recommend for a dab or two on your mask?
Oh, interesting question. Okay. And a dab would be really no more than that. Less is always more when it comes to essential oils. It would depend upon what you are choosing to accomplish.
Okay.
If it is to enhance respiratory function, then any of the eucalyptus oils support enhanced respiratory function. Plus, there are two other ones that I love. One is called RC. I nickname it Respiratory Care. It's a blend of multiple eucalyptus oils. Wonderful for before you do a workout because it enhances respiratory function when you're going to exercise, as well as if you are feeling that you need a boost. Raven, R-A-V-E-N, is another one that is very wonderful for respiratory function, or there is a roll-on called Breathe Again. So with the roll-on, you could just roll it on the external part. Don't put it on the internal next to your skin. On the external part of the mask should be porous enough that you should be able to breathe in the essence. Other ones, depending if you're looking to boost your immune system, then thieves oil, again, only on the outside and only one drop. Definitely it's too hot, meaning spicy, and it can be very disruptive to your gentle facial skin. So I would definitely make sure that there is a barrier. Most of the masks have a barrier where you can put a filter in it before you're going to add an essential oil on the outside so that it doesn't affect your facial skin, because hot oils can be very irritating to the skin, where it can actually create what looks like a rash or even a light burn. It can react that way. Oils like oregano, cinnamon, clove, they're very potent oils. They're very supportive of the immune system for various reasons, but they're also they're too hot for the skin for direct contact without a carrier oil. Does that make sense, Donna Reyna? Yeah, I hope. Okay, so she must have muted herself again. And Carol is also involved with Young Living as well. Thank you for sharing that. And she's also speaking about RC, and purification is another blend that is lovely to use. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very, can you hear me now?
I can, Donna Reina, thank you.
Thank you so much, because I've been using lavender like the mother. I can use it everywhere, but you really let me know more about what I can use for respiratory and other things. So that was a great answer.
And lavender is good as well. I mean, if you like lavender, because as I said before, it's an adaptogen. So it helps us to adapt to different life situations. And it's classically known as a great essential oil that promotes a sense of relaxation.
Well, just
so
wearing a mask in itself, yes. And just wearing a mask in itself, it's always good to have an adaptogen to be able to adapt to the fact that you even have a mask on in the first place.
Indeed. Indeed. You got to have a sense of humor about all this, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Donna Rain. I appreciate it. If we have any more time, Sheri, if anyone else has any additional questions about anything that we just shared about, please feel free to type it in the chat, or you are welcome to unmute yourself if you would like.
Would you like to do your raffle, your door prize?
We can do that if you'd like. Okay. That would be great. Okay. So let me come up with my number. Hold on a minute.
Okay, everybody, write in the chat your number from what? 0 to what?
400.
0 to 400. Wow. Okay, everybody. $350 value, Akashic record reading, and essential oil
assessment. And aromatherapy assessment. And I know that we wouldn't be able to see each other because this will be a virtual session, but what it will involve is you and I having the time to be able to go over what's going on with you from that holistic perspective. And I can then make essential oil recommendations and holistic oriented recommendations that I feel would be, or that are channeled through, that we feel would be of service to you at that time. All right, so let's have your numbers coming. Ooh, I see them.
We got some numbers. Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Participants we have here: Anthony, Char, Dawn, Deborah, Dee.
Nobody yet.
Judith, Myra, Donna Rosa, Dawn.
Keep them coming.
I'm coming. All you have to do is put down in the chat your choice of your number, your guess, and we're going to choose the closest guess. There we go. Here comes some more numbers. Okay. Got 333, 378, 250, 127, 353. You can do single or double digits, you guys. No one's dropping low. Everyone's high.
I noticed that.
Isn't that interesting?
It is very interesting. And I actually normally choose a different number, but I went on the low side today.
Uh-oh. She went on the low side, guys.
So since no one has it.
Well, you got the closest lowest number, though.
I did. You want me to do it that way?
Yeah, we have the closest number to whatever your number is.
All right, then is everyone finished? Has everyone put a number in that chooses to?
Yeah, yep, you can choose again.
All right. Dawn McCabe, you are gifted with my gift certificate. The number was 33.
Yay.
Wow. Okay. Oh. Wonderful. So Dawn, if you would, send me, I don't want you to have to put your email in the chat, or you can do it privately. Send me your email and your phone number. I will send you a gift certificate by email, and then we can chat and schedule your session. Okay? Wonderful.
Awesome.
I also have everybody's phone numbers and emails when they registered, so I can always look that up as well.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. It has been my joy to share this time with you. Join me again at 6 o'clock this evening, and I will do some type of a channeled message and or Q&A. We'll see what the energy feels like at that time. Think about, if you're going to be back with us at 6, what kind of questions you would like answered. you know, personal or general, whatever feels right to you. And in the interim, I will be back in my room, which is breakout room 18 at 5:30 this evening. Is it 5:30 or 5 o'clock, Sheri? I can't remember.
Eileen, you are at 6.
No, that's when I'm talking. When am I coming back
You're coming back at 5:30.
At 5:30. So I'll be back from 5:30 to 9 tonight. And if you are looking to address some issues that you're having, come visit for my complimentary visit as well, and give me the opportunity to serve you by offering a Ho'oponopono clearing statement for something that is currently of issue for you. I am Ilene Gottlieb, the Heart Healer. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Blessings.
Thank you.